What's up traders? Welcome to our new channel. I am Sharath. In today's video, I am going to show you a simple strategy using the most powerful leading indicator, CPR. Price is the first and best known indicator on our charts available for us. CPR being the leading price indicator, we will learn how to trade this indicator with a simple strategy. Now in today's video, I am going to teach you number 1, what is CPR and how to plot them on your charts. Number 2, how to filter out and select stocks to spot these profitable trades using CPR. And number 3, I'll teach you on how and when to enter and where to exit your trades with a rules based approach because markets are messy and this strategy will filter out noise in the markets and help us ride the trend easily. So you need a set of rules in order to simply identify and spot these trades in an objective way to take the subjective out of trading. So you'll never confuse about what is and what isn't a way to trade the trend. That sounds good to you, and I need you people to do something for me. Before we get started, go and click on the subscribe button down below the video on your right hand side so that you'll be notified every time about the videos we come out with each and every week. And I'll see you directly after the intro and disclaimer. What is CPR? Central Pivot Range, which is popularly called as CPR, is an indicator to identify key price points to set up trades. CPR is especially useful for intraday trading. How is central pivot range is calculated? The CPR consists of three components: pivot, bottom central pivot, also known as BC, and top central pivot, which is TC. What is pivot? A pivot point is a technical analysis calculation used to determine overall trend in the market over different time frames. The pivot itself is simply the average of the high, low and closing prices of underlying from the previous trading day. On the subsequent day, trading above the pivot is thought to indicate ongoing bullish sentiment, and while trading below the pivot point indicates bearish sentiment, which we will learn in depth in coming slides. These central pivot range are derived out of the underlying high, low and close calculations. To calculate the pivot line, we take the previous day's high and low and closing prices of the underlying and we average it. That is, pivot equals to high plus low plus close divided by 3. The result obtained from this calculation and formula will be our pivot point for today's trading session. And the same goes for calculating bottom central pivot and top central pivot. For bottom central pivot, we will use only high and low prices and average it. But for calculating top central pivot, that is TC, we take the pivot value and the bottom central pivot and subtract it. That is pivot minus BC. And the resulted value we will add up to the pivot point again. That means pivot minus bottom central pivot plus pivot, and the result obtained will be our top central pivot. I will illustrate this with a live example so that you will get a clear picture in calculating these values. We have pulled out the previous day data of Reliance and we have the high, low, closing values in our hand. We will calculate our CPR for today's trading session. For pivot, we have added up high, low and close values of Reliance and divided it by 3 as average, which comes out to be 2300.5. So for today's trading session, 2300.5 value will be our pivot line which we focus on. Calculation for bottom center pivot, we take only high and low values and average it. So the resulted value, that is 2298, will be our bottom central pivot. Now for TC, we will take the calculated values of pivot and BC, that is 2300 and 2298, and subtract it. The resulted value is 2.5. we will add back to this value to the pivot, that is 2300.5, and the resulted answer will be our TC. TC is simply subtracting BC with pivot and adding back the result to the pivot itself. The value we get will be our TC. The moment you see any averages and manipulation of averages in any technical indicator, you need to associate that indicator to the trend in the underlying. Thus, CPR helps the trader to identify key price levels and the trend around these points. So, what does the CPR values help and benefit the trader? Today's CPR values act as reference to tomorrow's key trading levels. So, CPR is not a lagging indicator but a leading indicator to the price. CPR is best when combined with any lagging indicators such as moving averages to add up more confidence and probability to your trades. These key price levels can act as resistance or support and can be used as entry and exit levels to our trades when combined them with a rules based strategy. The CPR's width and narrow range will also help the traders to decide whether the market is in a trend mode or a range bound market. What is CPR narrow and wide range CPR, which I mentioned above? I think you people are guessing right. When the calculated values of CPR are close to each other and are very narrow, then it is called narrow range CPR. And when the calculated values of CPR are very far from each other and wide, then the CPR is called wide range CPR. Tomorrow's CPR width depends on today's market condition. So, if today's market is in trend mode, then we will see a wide range CPR for tomorrow. And if today's market consolidates or in a range bound, we will see a narrow range CPR tomorrow. I think you people got an idea to spot when does the trending market occur. Yes, when the market is in consolidation mode today, tomorrow's CPR will be narrowed ranged and market will trend most of the time during the narrowed range CPR. Have a look at the charts once. Whenever the CPR values are narrowed, market makes a violent move on either side. You people may ask, Sharad, how do we use these hints from the CPR and build a strategy on it? Yes, we can build a strategy using these hints, applying some conditions and rules. We can maximize our profits on a trending ray, right? So the trade setup will be like this. We will filter out stocks for tomorrow which have experienced range bound and consolidated market today. As we already know, if today is a wide range CPR and a consolidated range bound market, tomorrow's CPR will be narrowed and a trending day. So once we find out stocks with narrowed range CPR for tomorrow, we will identify the outlook and the direction of the trend in the market. How do we identify? If the price or current market price is moving higher than the top central pivot line, then the market is in bullish sentiment and search for buying opportunities there. And if the price is moving below the bottom central pivot, then the market is in bearish sentiment and search for shorting opportunities. I'll teach you people on how to find these opportunities once the price breaks and moving away from the pivots with set of rules and conditions for this strategy. Condition number 1. We should have a wide range and a consolidated market today. Therefore, tomorrow's CPR will be narrowed and will be a trending market as I spoke earlier in the video. Condition number 2. Wait for the price to move above or below the CPR. As per the example which I've shown here, the price broke the top central pivot, so our view will be bullish here. Condition number 3. Wait for the price to retrace and rejects the downside or the CPR with at least 2 to 3 candles in the retracement period. Enter the trade at this phase with a bullish view. So our trade is now live. Here comes a set of rules for our stop losses and profit target levels. Rule number 1. Place your stop loss below the bottom central pivot for bullish outlook and above the top central pivot for bearish outlook. Rule number 2. Target it for the next resistance level if your view is bullish and target it for the next support line if your view is bearish. Rule number 3. Trail your stop losses slowly and bring it to break even once the current market price crosses your 1 to 1 risk reward ratio. These are a set of conditions and rules to be followed in this strategy using CPR. Let's quickly recap all the rules and conditions for this strategy. Filter stocks whose CPR are wide and price are range bound today. Stocks has to be selected whose CPR is compressed or narrow ranged for tomorrow. Wait for the price to move above the top central pivot or below the bottom central pivot. Wait until the price retests back. Enter the trade after the rejected candles. Keep your stop losses above the TC or BC pivots. You can use ATR indicators for keeping your stop losses accurate. Target it for the next resistance or support pivots. If the price is too bullish or bearish, continue to trail your stop loss or trail it to your break even point once the price crosses 1 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Once we know the power of the CPR indicator, we must know its drawbacks, right? Yes, it is one of the most important and crucial steps every trader must follow. CPR indicator has its own problems. I'll mention it out for you guys. Gap up or gap down in the pre-market itself and then consolidates near the R1 or S1 pivots. Number 2. You have to scan between each stock to find whose CPR has been wide and range bound today and narrowed for tomorrow. A lot of homework has to be done. It depends on you whether you trade multiple stocks or trading just one stock or one instrument. Number 3. Sometimes the price will be too bullish or too bearish, it won't even retrace and hit your targets before your entry itself. We, being a trader, practice to enter only after all the conditions are met. This will help you people in the long run. Don't be a FOMO trader. Rely on the price action first and then on the indicators for confirmation for your entry and exits. You people may ask this, Sharat, how can we improve and add more confidences for our trades? Yes, it's possible. More the confidences you get for your entries, more confidence you'll get on your trades also. CPR being a leading price indicator, adding up any lagging indicators such as moving averages can add up a lot of confidences for it. Keep your chart area simple and clean and more effective for your trading. Moving averages help us to indicate the trend in the market, right? If price is above the 50 exponential moving average, it indicates an uptrend for short term, and below it, it indicates a downtrend for the short term. So, how do we use it? When the price is above the 50 exponential moving average, search for only buying opportunities combining with a CPR strategy. And when the price is below the 50 exponential moving average, search for only selling opportunities in the CPR strategy. Targets and stop losses will be the same as mentioned earlier. Lastly, here are some things which you must aware of before using CPR. Number 1. When you plot the end of the month's CPR, the previous month's open, high, low and closing prices is referred. Number 2. And for weekly pivots, previous weeks OHLC will be referred. And for the shorter time frames such as 1, 3, 5 and 15 minutes to 30 minutes charts, previous days OHLC will be referred. I will be ending up my video right here. Please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you find this video useful and interesting. Thank you everyone for watching this video. We'll come out with more educational contents and see you guys in the next video. Signing off.